What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 6. Moving on to the fourth volume, the fourth of 5. There's 5 total volumes. We're moving on. We're actually going to get into some serious cars now. I'm assuming there's going to be something like GT3 races and open chassis races, you know, those kind of cars, super lights, what have you. But we're about to find out as we enter the professional racing volume. Let's check it out. But first, we got to roll the die. Try and get that 007S and DBR9. You know I want that. 5, 6. Yay! We got it! Haha, I got the 007. The James Bond S and DBR9. The racing DBR9. Awesome. Ha! Sweet, man. I'm always down for more cars. Because I don't seem to spend much money except on upgrades when I have to, you know? So.
Even for the most natural-born racing drivers, it takes years of training and mental conditioning to master cars like these. They say the first car race happened as soon as the world's second car was built, and motorsport has been evolving ever since. From the historic sports car races of the 50s to the modern cutting-edge technology of the Formula E racing series. Many resemble cars you see on the roads, though they are merely lookalikes and are very different beasts to their road-going counterparts. But they do look a bit similar, and that's important because, to borrow a phrase from NASCAR, if you win on Sunday, you sell on Monday. These fire-breathing race cars compete in events across the world, where close-quarters racing often becomes a full contact sport on the road to victory.
Rain has been called the great equalizer. Reduced visibility, scarce traction, and hydroplaning means driving quickly becomes more about feeling the road rather than pure power. The following series takes place on tracks known for their wet weather racing.
Oh my god. So it's gonna... Oh man, so it's gonna be a bunch of raining. Like every single track in this one is gonna have rain up the ass. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we're gonna showcase all the cars of this new area first, and then I'll kind of choose which ones I want to do. So let's check out the modern GT racing for starters.
Whereas the historic races in the other group started with a clean sheet, the cars in this group follow much stricter rules. They might have started life as a fast road car, but from the wheels up, almost everything has been modified, so long as it stays within the law. Some companies will sell you one off the shelf and even organize a special championship so you can race against other identical cars. The level playing field means it all comes down to driver skill. Cool.
Yeah, and these are the ones I already unlocked. The Aston, which is much faster than the SLS, but you guys remember that. Okay, well, let's see what we can buy. This is the car I drove in that one showcase, the SRT Motorsports Viper. Lamborghini, the Racing LP 570. These are all racing versions. The Dragon Speed Gallardo, the McLaren Bitec, the MP4-12C, I have the Aston Martin, the Flying Lizard R8, and the M Sport Bentley Continental, the M Sport Bentley Continental? Why? That makes no sense. Bentley is owned by Volkswagen. Okay. The BMW Z4. Another BMW Z4. I think I already drove in this car. The M3 GT2. Corvette Racing. Or the Racing Corvette C7. The Ferrari Corsa Italia. There's so many numbers and letters. And there's another 458 Competizione. ART Grand Prix. That's a 12C. Another 12C. SLS. The other SLS. And the SRT. All right. Pretty cool. I think I might roll with that Aston. That DB9 racing car. Let's check out the V8 supercars.
Big, loud, basic, and Australian.
Yeah.
V8 supercars are loosely based on four-door sedans, and they only race down under, which makes them as unique as Aussie rules football or kangaroos. Mostly it's a straight choice between Ford or Holden, otherwise known as GM. But any manufacturer with a V8 engine can enter the ring, ready for a good old-fashioned bashing.
Yeah, so this is what I was telling you about. So I unlocked the Xbox Racing Ford Falcon in a wheel spin. And if you guys remember, this car, if you don't remember, actually, I saw an achievement. If you win any race in first place with this car, you get one. I don't know why, but... So yeah, we already saw a lot of these. The Techno Autosports Holden, Red Bull Australia, the Commodore. This is the Benz we were in that whatchamacallit race with for a long time. Different number though. This is number 9. It was the E63, and we were in the what was it? That endurance race that I did 26 laps of Bathurst in. That was insane. Oh, Nissan Altima, really? Interesting. I have that one, obviously. The Pepsi Max Falcon. Holden Commodore. This is the one I had right here, number 4. They're expensive cars. The Wilson Security Racing. So that's a Volvo, okay. That's interesting. Let's see what we got for early GT.
1970s touring cars were beefed up and ready for a scrap, as were the drivers. The rules and regulations were interpreted in deeply creative ways, leading to flared fenders and swollen bodywork to make room for bulging engines that sent power through the roof. Not literally. As if that wasn't enough, wings and things were added to give these cars more aero than an F-15 fighter jet.
All right. I don't have any of these, but I have driven some. The BMW 3-liter CSL, 3.0 CSL. The Batwing, I love the look of that thing. The Ford Zack Speed Capri. The Ford, another Capri. Audi Quattro. BMW M1. And this is the car I drove, if you guys remember, in that one showcase. Amazing car. The BMW 3-liter CSL. The Ferrari France 512. Interesting. And the NART 512 as well from Ferrari. Beautiful looking thing. Remember, I'm like, dad ass no. All right. So there's some good cars. Let's see what we got for global touring.
If racing is supposed to be a non-contact sport, then nobody told these guys. Because if you don't finish a touring car race with battle scars and a missing mirror, you're doing it wrong. They might look similar to everyday cars, but the shape is pretty much the only thing they have in common. Inside, they're stripped to the metal. The bodywork is replaced by beefy new panels. And unlike your mother's car, they spit flames from their exhausts.
Yeah, so these are going to be the everyday racing cars, like, well, Civics. Except, oh, it's still front-wheel drive, though. The Toyota Avensis. Speedworks Avensis. And then you have other ones as well. Volvo Polestar S60. The Audi S3 Saloon, the BMW, the eBay Sports 125 IM, the Honda Civic from Castrol, the Benz A-Class, Toyota Avensis again, and the Volvo Polestar S60. So they're much smaller, but they're powerful. I might, you know what, so far, I think I'm going to roll. I'm definitely going to do Modern GT. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this V8 Supercars because I just did that one for however long. And Formula E, I might do as well. But we'll see. We'll keep going.
In the olden days, motorsport was something you could smell a mile off. You had scorched rubber and petrol fumes and many fluids, some of them from the drivers. But this is the future, and this is a Formula E car, a completely electric space-grade single-seater with its own race series endorsed by the FIA.
I've never actually heard of Formula E before, but I already unlocked one of these. You guys remember this? The Formula E-Dams. Who's Dam? Is that... I don't know. Renault Spark. What else we got? Let's see what else we have here. Mahindra M2 Electro. ABT Spark. Andretti Formula E Spark. Venturi 1. Virgin Racing VIR 01E. Interesting. Amlin Aguri Spark SRT. So they're just different brands, really. The Next Step TCR, Truly Spark. They're literally all the same. They're all the same price. Dragon Spark Racing. So I already have one. So that's enough for me. I have one. So I don't have to buy another one, which is good. Let's see what the historic sports car racing was.
In the 1950s, the rules of sports car racing changed, meaning teams could enter cars that for the first time weren't based on road-going equivalents. This meant they could experiment with radical new designs and materials, which opened the door for exotic endurance races that were as beautiful as they were fast, and they became instant classics.
All right, this should be interesting. Oh, these are the really expensive cars, and I have the Maserati 300S. Let's see what else we have here. The Alpha 33 Stradale. Oh my God, beautiful car. Aston DBR1, super pricey. The Ferrari 365 GTB4. Wait a minute, isn't this this is basically a Daytona? That's a Ferrari Daytona. Anyway, Jaguar D-Type. Alfa Giulia TZ2, the Ferrari 330 P4. Look at that body shape, man. Oh my God. And then the Ferrari 250 GTO. Oh my God, I would love to have this car. The Ferrari 250 Testarossa. Anyway, the Ford GT40. This thing was a beast. This was a giant fuck you to Ferrari. That was so funny. Whoa, chill. The Lamborghini Miura P400, Maserati Tipo 61 Birdcage, the Maserati 300S, that's one we got, the Benz 300 SLR, the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe, gorgeous, and the Shelby Cobra 427 SC. This is gorgeous too, man. This thing is a brilliant looking car. Anyways, so that basically you know, it covers all the cars anyway, but now I gotta figure out which ones I want to actually partake in. I think I kind of have it, you know, put down, so I think we'll be good. So, anyways, guys, stick around. We'll be back, and we'll jump right into the Stormfront Shootout, which is the first series in the professional racing series. So, or volume, rather. We'll see you then.